Good morning. Let's get started for today. Let me open my CRM account. Okay, so do we have all the candidates join? Okay, let's wait a moment. Can you ask other to join if someone is waiting? From today onwards, we will start learning main development component which you supposed to have all the clarity. Good morning, Prachi. Can you ask her to join others? Good morning, Tushar. Okay, meanwhile, let me open CRM environment. So I hope you understand today like what we are planning to move further. So far we already covered. Let me share my screen here. So we covered module 1, we covered module 2. Module 1 and module 2, we mostly give sufficient time. At least now you are able to understand basic CRM, how we are going to start our career in Dynamics. And from here, now you are able to understand the Dataverse fundamental concept. What types of fundamental concept we are having, what is Dataverse, what is table, what types of tables we are having, what types of field we are having, what is view, what is form, what is UI, what is the left navigation, and even there are some other tools which are help us to uh, during our development time, even during our development time, we may take help from those tools to even complete our development task. So, high level, we will understand the Dataverse fundamental architecture here. Okay, I hope everyone joined. We can utilize here. Okay. So what happened? We have two types of component here. Let me show you in CRM UI side. So this is CRM UI here. You are able to see. Here we are able to see multiple app developed by Microsoft mostly. Even we can create our model driven app here and we can showcase here. Even I have showcased my first model driven app. I can add and I can customize the left navigation component here. But there are some uh, app which Microsoft is provided channel integration, like if we need to integrate WhatsApp, if we need to integrate some other component, omni channels and other, we can use this omni channels one Copilot Service Admin Center, and there is a you know Power Pages management. If we need to create any portal, we can utilize this one. And Sales Hub and Sales Trial, we have Sales Hub and Sales Trial modules as well. So mostly we are using as a training here, especially for sales trial and sales hub. So suppose what types of component we are having in sales trial. So you would come to know the entire terminology like dashboard. So what is dashboard here? So here this is especially for management purpose, like whatever data we have saved. So this is web based application, centralized application. So benefit of centralized application is that we can save or we can work from across all the globe if we have internet, and we can save the data in the centralized system. But here, what top management know? What they want? They want reporting, different types of reporting. Like suppose top management, there is a ask to show how many new customer we have, in this particular month, or in last quarter, what is the count, what is the open lead we have, what may be the revenue maybe in next 3 months, or maybe what is the pipeline customer we have. So all those information they are just want in their board. How we are displaying, that is our discussion area. So what we are doing, we are generating or we are creating some dashboard here. Some of the dashboard are inbuilt, Microsoft is providing, and even we can create those dashboard as well. So Microsoft is provided some different types of dashboard here, like pipeline by stage, how many qualify stage we have, different types of. So all those information we are showing to the top level management here. So again, we have some entities. Entities means table or a where we can store some information, different types of information. I think most of the candidates which are here, they know the backend. Some of the organization, they have to follow different process, they have to store some information in different tables. So what happen, we have capability to store those information in the centralized database. In backend we have SQL server for this particular application, and UI is nothing like what we are displaying in this particular application, so that user can perform some action. So there are some different types of user input which we have to take a decision, like these types of information. Suppose I'm going to open one Excel so that you can understand more, so that you are able to understand why a table is needed, why different types of fields are needed, why different types of UI is required. I will tell you. Suppose I will give you one example related to the opportunity. Opportunity is nothing. Opportunity is a record where we can expect some business from any customer, or maybe prospect maybe he or she may be interested into whatever we are selling. So that level of information we have to store here. So I can maintain a Excel here, so that I can explain why all those application, this centralized application is needed. Suppose in opportunity, what we require, suppose opportunity name we can display here. Maybe we can maintain here who is buying, either contact or account. I will tell you what is the difference here. If a individual person is buying our product, then it will be a contact. For example, if you are buying, you are try to buy a car for your own purpose, then we have to store that information as a contact. But suppose if you are working somewhere as a account department and or a finance department, you have to buy a car for your company purpose. Maybe your CTO or maybe your CEO, maybe they have to use that car, or maybe for any purpose. But that car should be registered for a account, so they have to maintain a account as a company. Like suppose there is that candidate is working for a TCS, and the candidate name here is suppose Yogendra. Yogendra working in TCS, and he is supposed to buy a car for his uh, department. So here, uh, uh, BMW for TCS. Maybe we can define here codes, whatever opportunity product we have here. Maybe here we may have due date, or maybe possible or budget we may maintain. We may maintain due date. We may maintain here different all other information. It could be location, or any other information. Suppose we are having here budget maybe 5 CR, maybe due date is 31st March 2026, maybe location Delhi. So here budget, so 31st 03/26. Suppose I have written this one. Or what types of information we may have here? Maybe we may have other parameters which we have to store. But suppose these types of information, if we need to store here, so what we can show? Priority and any other information in the opportunity level we can maintain here. So why we are discussing this information? So that level of information we may have here multiple information. So maybe here Infosys, and here maybe Lokendra, maybe here 10 CR, maybe here he may buy till he want to buy 15th of March. So here those types of information we need to store, so that even here we may have contact. So it means that contact related information we can retrieve from this particular lookup, because this is a lookup. So this is a reference. So if we are not maintaining all those reference here, so suppose company related information we have to maintain here in a lookup. So this is also a lookup. Here this is a currency field maybe. So here this is date types of field, date time, date. Here we have location. This is also a lookup field maybe. Now what we have to decide, like what types of parameters, how many field we have to maintain is in this particular entity. Suppose I have given this example for opportunity only, but opportunity we have out of the box capability. So we have maintained all those information here. So here in this particular opportunity, let's see what else we are having here. Topics, potential, estimated close date, estimated revenue, contact, account, and maybe probability rating or email, or we may have some more information here. And here, because we may add quotation here, codes, we may have opportunity product here. So currency, budget amount, purchase source, description, if we have any description, proposed solution, and there are many other components that we can maintain here. So my question or my concern here is, suppose if we are going to maintain some information in our here CRM. So what we require? We need a table information, like what types of information we need to store in a separate entity, separate table. So that is called here a table. So here we can see, okay, let's use that particular solution only, or maybe we can use one release batch component. So I'm going to create one table here. So what types of information I need to create a table? So here you cannot create. I'm going to create a new custom table. We already created, suppose, registration table. So let's create a new custom table here. Suppose I'm giving some short description, opportunity, and here name. Here I can decide data type. So, but to create a table here, I can give the table name here. If I need to give some additional property, I can check here. Ruler name is this one, description here, advanced information. So this is the schema name, it will show. But here I can create a table after giving the display and plural name, and I can save that record, and there is one default field here we can see. So to create a table, we need a table name. It means opportunity. And we have to create some attribute. Attribute means what types of information we need. So we should understand what types of data and what types of data available in this particular field, so that we can take a decision like this information we need to, we have to understand like this particular field is having which types of data. Suppose we understand this particular field must have numerical value or character. It may contain character, it may contain some special character. So we can go for string. And what could be the maximum length here for this specific field? So we can take a decision and we can define. So we have to understand the purpose of this field. We have to understand what types of input we are expecting as part of this one. It is not like here we are expecting date and we are defining this particular field as string, maybe currency, maybe some other types of. So this is basic information that we have to collect and we have to understand from the customer. Like whenever they are saying, hey, we need to store some information as we are maintaining here as a maybe student master. So you should understand, okay, what types of student master you are storing, can you showcase, like just give us some template, some sample data, and what level of information you are having. So they may showcase, hey, we have this much amount, that record here, and we maintain all those information in Excel. We can easily understand. Okay, so here you have a name, it means name is having number and character. So here even we can check what is the maximum length here for those particular one, so that we can even use that one, the maximum length, and we can take a decision what could be the maximum character length here. So now we have here 18. So we may go for 100 character maximum, we may go for 150 character based on this particular decision. So similarly here, if we have to maintain multiple information, suppose they are maintaining here as a separate entity as contact. Similarly, they have all company information. So they may add that reference, like Yogender should have more information here in the contact, and account related information they may have in different entity. So we have to take a decision, like so that these all those information we can display based on the customer data also we have. But we have to make sure we have to display all those information in such a manner so that we have to follow the best practice approach here. So this is very basic information. If we have to create any tables and we have to create any field, so we have to take care the data types. So we have to understand what types of data type we are able to see in dynamic CRM, so that we can take a decision. So if you know, we have string type, we have currency type, we have number type, we have data type, we have file type. Then only you would come to know like which data types we have to display here. To understand that one, we have to understand the data types available in our CRM. So for that, we will understand Dataverse and what is Dataverse, what is CDM. So that's why we came here, and we have to understand the complete architecture and the component name, the types of components available in dynamic CRM, so that you can understand easily. I hope it's clear for everyone, or anyone is having any difficulty, any questions, or we can discuss here. Let me know if you have something to discuss. Let me open your discussion point here so that I can have all those information here handy. Okay, we are good here. Now, what is Dataverse? I hope you understand Dataverse terminology. Dataverse is nothing. Microsoft is provided a SQL predefined structure. They have created some tables out of the box. If we are talking about out of the box, what it means? It means Microsoft has provided some base solution, base entities, base design, that is called out of the box. It means whatever Microsoft is given, that is called out of the box. It could be out of the box behavior. Out of the box behavior means whatever Microsoft has provided. And what about the out of the box tables? It means those tables which Microsoft has created as part of their existing features. If we can see, this is out of the box model driven app. So you should understand this particular model driven app is developed by Microsoft. If they are saying there is if they are saying there is a out of the box field created in that table, it means that table also out of the box, and that field is developed or designed by Microsoft only. Understood about that out of the box keyword? So this particular Dataverse is nothing. Now comes into this Dataverse keyword. This is just about a database which Microsoft has all the responsibility. He has to manage backup plan. That particular database is stored in their infrastructure, so that is secure. Cloud based means they have you understand cloud based keyword, like it is not like we are able to see clouds in the evening and we are thinking like uh, so data bars in clouds is, it means this database may be in clouds, whatever we are able to see in outside our home. Cloud means we have a very big data center where everything is stored in a common data center, and where we can raise our request and we can store that information on demand. Right? It is not like there is a physical server which we are able to see in earlier. So here, all those information are stored in cloud-based database, and that acts smart brain for Power Apps, Power Automate, and D365 CRM. So the data source is Dataverse. It means everything connected from Dataverse, like it could be a Power Apps, it could be a Power Automate, and it could be a dynamic CRM 365 CRM UI, whatever we are able to see. So it store data in stable that we have showcased. We just seen that one. Columns whatever we are having, and rows, but add built-in business logic, global security, and seamless integration that traditional database lack. So I can show you those keywords like what we are talking about. So here, let me save this one. So in this Dataverse, what types of information we are having? So in this Dataverse, I will show you maybe in one day, so that I will connect into the CDS to SQL with the help of CDS to SQL, one XRM tool we have. So here we can see tables. Under tables, we can see multiple column. So in this particular one, tables, columns, row, add in build business logic. So here we are able to see columns as well. Account name, main forms, address city, and we are able to see different business rules also here. We can create some business rule. So what is business rules? What types of rules we can create? Like I have to show and hide some, fields based on some specific condition. So I can add my business rule inside this Dataverse itself. So everything is stored in Dataverse. So I may have form level information, like we already covered this one. So this is the form. Here we can create even multiple forms. So maybe we can enable this form for one different users or different departments users. We can display this particular form in different departments users. So I can give you one example here. Suppose I have a requirement, so I want to display some specific information in a form. So one department, suppose system admin or super user, system user. Why multiple forms are needed? System user can see all. information, all details. But our salesperson or maybe our data entry operator user, they can see only name or maybe contact, account, or maybe due date. It means except budget related field, they are able to see everything. So what is our approach, and is there any approach that we can display that information? So we have two options. Like I have a option, I can create two different form, one for system admin user and one for data entry user. This is one example. It is not like we have only one field. We can hide that field based on that conditions. If logged in user has system admin role, I can showcase that field. Maybe this is one of the option. But if we have 500 fields in a form or in a entity, and we have to design a form like system admin can see all the fields, maybe data entry operator they may see 50 fields, a set of fields, maybe other users, salesperson user, they may see 150 set of fields, maybe for other department, finance team, they are able to see only 10 or 15 fields. Why they have to show case everything? So we can define different forms, we can enable all those forms based on their security role. So we have that capability, we can design our form based on our customer need. Not only customer need, customer told like I have five different department, I have to display those information to this particular department, those information to this department. So I have that capability. Like some of the developers, they are saying, hey, I can write one JavaScript and I can hide. So other user is saying, hey, I can use some other option and I can provide that solution for them. But I'm not talking about that one. You may have different option so that we can provide multiple solution. But this is the capability, we can provide the different UI. Like here I have sales trial, I have sales insight. So in sales trial I can define, I can even create multiple tabs, I can create different section, different UI I can even give it. So that level of capability I can give in with the help of forms. So security also, even suppose I don't want to show all the record. Suppose this is for Delhi location, maybe this is for Hyderabad location, or maybe here I can add one country location, country also. Here maybe USA. Suppose you don't tell like why you mention Delhi in USA. This is just for hypothetical, data I'm giving you. Maybe this is for UAE. Let me clean this information so that there is no confusion. There might be other country as well. So we may have that level of capability like USA related information. UAE, they don't want to see, we don't want to display all those information. Even China have some regulations, rules and regulation, we don't want to display the customer personal information to any other country information. So we have to follow that level of information sometimes. So how we can achieve that one? That is the secondary part that we will learn and we will discuss maybe in future. But that level of capability we have in Dataverse. Understood? This is a database, but it has more capability, and we can connect the Dataverse to the Power Automate, Power Apps, and D365 CRM. See, so let's why Dataverse matters. Unified security, role-based governance that handle everything from row level or column level access automatically. What it means? I can restrict record level information to other user as well. I can restrict this particular information based on my requirement. Suppose I don't want to even show this particular information to everyone. I want to display this information to only some selected users. So I have that column level security also. I can hide those information. So if a user don't have the visible that uh, option to access this particular record, it will show star star only. Here also, if this particular user also don't have that option, so you can see star star only. If you have that option, you can see that information. Even with the help of API, any backend logic, you cannot read that information directly if you don't have that access. Even record level also, if I don't want to show this particular record to USA level users, I have that capability. I can control without writing any single line of code with the help of role only. That is our primary information or primary requirement sometimes that we have to handle. You have to understand that capability. Like that capability we have in our Dataverse level. So second point here is consistency. Ensure a single version of truth across multiple apps and business unit globally. So suppose if we have a centralized database, suppose that's why this is become very famous now in a day, because we may have database here. This is a common database here, and maybe we are accessing this database with the help of D365 CRM UI. Maybe we are using or we are accessing this particular Dataverse maybe with the help of any Power Apps. So UI may be same. Oh, sorry, Dataverse may be same, but the display UI may be different. Here we may have Power Automate. Power Automate, what is the benefit or what is the purpose of this Power Automate? To automate their process. So we are connecting with same Dataverse. So if we need to perform some action, either from Power Automate to automate the process, we are using same database. If we have to use any apps means it could be Power Pages, it could be model driven app, it could be any other Canvas app, whatever with the Power Apps related component we are using, we are connecting with this Dataverse only. Any UI, either it is a standard that Power Apps related component, that could be model driven app, or it could be any related UI, either it is a native UI, modern UI, there is no impact. But common thing is same database. So that's why we have that consistency. Single version we are maintaining in the Dataverse, and we are connecting with multiple UI. Low code ready also. Build enterprise app and automation without heavy SQL coding or infrastructure management. It is not like suppose I need to do some automation part, so I need to write some SQL based query, and I need to write some store procedure. I have to write some cursor here to do automation part. There is no need to write any single line of code at Dataverse level. What we have to do, if we have to do some automation part, we have to use Power Automate. We can write some custom logic, very low code, which is supported by Power Apps and Power Automate. We can write that code here instead of writing anything here. That capability we have in this Dataverse, low code readiness. Core fundamentals here, standard and custom tables. So I already told you we have out of the box tables. What it means out of the box table? Like we have some tables which Microsoft has already created. Suppose if we have created a trial environment, we can see there are some out of the box tables which are Microsoft provided, and there are some fields here which Microsoft has created. So no need to worry about those fields. We can even customize those fields, and we can create some custom field as well. So that capability we have in this particular tables. So standard tables versus custom tables we can build. So virtual tables. What is the benefit of virtual table? This is very useful information that we are discussing. You should know this virtual table concept. Why these virtual tables are required here? What is the benefit here? Virtual table, I will give you very neat and clean information here. So suppose if you are going to create any tables here, create virtual tables, you have a option, and even you have one option you can directly open into native solution, that is called classic version. So switch to classic. Here we can go directly in the classic one, but mostly we are using Power Apps environment to develop everything, because maybe in coming days we are not able to see classic version. Microsoft will deprecate all those items here. So I will tell you, suppose I have two environment. One is SAP. Suppose SAP. You understand SAP? SAP is a company which already provides similar information. They are providing some software where we can maintain ERP, the entire company management portal. We may have SAP CRM as well. They have certain most of the organization, very big organization, they are using SAP as well. So SAP also maintains some data. So suppose uh, we are discussing in limited time here. So suppose SAP is having one of the information which they may have that information in terms of they are having approximate uh, 20 lakhs record in the SAP side. Suppose they are having some information, maybe transaction related information, maybe their historical data related to any inventory, anything. It could be anything which we have to display or we have to maintain in dynamic CRM. So what could be the approach here? So suppose in this SAP level, I may have uh, product ID, maybe product name. I'm giving you just an example, and maybe we have price, maybe we have launch date, yani it means start date, or end date, or maybe we may have some other information also. So that information we are having many record here. So I told you it may include some product image, but documents as well. So suppose if we are maintaining that information here, so what we have to do? Same information I need to display in CRM as well. CRM, so what others option we are having here? So we have some other capability. Without saving that information in dynamic CRM, we can store all those information, or we can display all those information here in CRM. What it mean? Like, if we want to only display those some information which are having this SAP application. So what is the benefit to create virtual entity? With the help of virtual entity, the source would be SAP, but we are not storing that information in the CRM. So what is the benefit here? We can store that one in CRM as well. If we are doing same thing, it will take some additional space. Microsoft is charging per GB, 1 GB cost approximate 4K per month. So 4,000 if they are charging per month, approximate 1 GB charge. So if we have, suppose we reduce 10 GB space, so it means 10 GB means 40K per month. 40K per month. So 12 month, how much it is? We have saved this much amount here. So what is the, you understand? We save some cost here if we are not created that particular table directly in this particular application. Understood? So we can create a virtual entity without storing that information in Dataverse. We can create a virtual entity so that we can display that information directly in our Dataverse. So that is the behavior of that virtual entity. We can utilize that one. I will explain you some more, information related to the virtual entity once we have other time. Structure and it, column, relationship, rows, record, business rule. So whatever we are able to see here in the record level, so we'll discuss all those points. Here I can show you, I can see columns, relationship, forms, view, charts, dashboard, business rules, messages, command, row, summary. Here I will explain all those fields when we discuss more about that one. But that level of structure we have in dynamic CRM or in Dataverse here. Secure by design. So Dataverse manage access at every depth. A technician or only see their assigned work order, while a manager see the global dashboard. So what it mean? Suppose I have given one example here. System user, system admin. Maybe I don't want to, we have a parent child relationship, like technician, maybe they are responsible to complete their own work, but their manager, maybe they have to, that manager need to manage multiple technicians which are directly reporting to that manager. So he need to see all technician data. So that level of hierarchy we can manage by system design. The common data model here, shared language here, even the CDM. So what is CDM here? Common data model. The common data model is a standardized schema that ensure app from different vendors and internal teams all speaks in the same language. By using standard fields, name and relationship, CDM, eliminate complex integration, mapping, and makes reporting consistently. So what happen even if we have different types of integration, internal teams here. So suppose we have teams, we have outlooks, we may have different types of application which are directly connected to them. So this particular CDM is capable to manage all those communications. We'll discuss in detail this particular CDM real world mapping. So maybe here business concept we have customer. In standard CDM model we have here account and contact. So common usage sales and service modules. Similarly employee, here we have in business concept, but in CDM we have system users. In business concept ticket and support we have in dynamic CRM case entity. So physical item here we are having in business concept, but here in CDM entity we have assets in field service. Cases are in customer service, and system users, security, HR, and even secure system users are commonly used in across all the maybe modules. Ecosystem integration. So here ecosystem, what is ecosystem? We already covered that one. So Power Apps, Power Automate, Power BI, all those designed by Microsoft. So we have smooth and direct integration between all those items. So field service implementation here. Requirement architecture, logic, secure, and go live. You will discuss all those one here. Dataverse impact platform, infinite possibility here. Strategy we have like Dataverse is a Microsoft secure data platform that implements the CDM to provide standard, scalable, and integration data storage for entire power platform ecosystem. So you understand now, either it is a CRM UI, either it is a Power Apps, either it is a Power Automate. So everything is smoothly integrated between Dataverse and this particular all those app here. So today we covered basic understanding of Dataverse, what types of information we are having here in this particular design. Understood? Do you have anything? So classic view, I told you how to, how we have opened this classic view. We can go directly in the solution level and we have that option. We can directly open classic view here. If that is your ask, if you want to get data external like weather reports, stock index which change suddenly, it will help to store those. Yeah, actually, using virtual entity we can utilize those information which we should not store. What is the use of schema name and logical name for entity? What is the difference here? I will give you some more insight in this particular one. Logical name and schema name, I will give you some insight here. Some of the apps and some of the different place we have to use. It's the same using classic view and Power Apps, new UI. Is it same using classic view and Power? What it means here, you mention it is the same using classic view and Power Apps UI, new UI. The classic view is old one, whatever we are using earlier, but now Power Apps new view we have. Earlier, what happened? This is the classic view. Earlier, we supposed to use all those information, all those activity in this particular view only. And even this is also new UI. Even we can open that entire UI after changing here in this particular UI, and there is a you can go through. You can do some R&D on this one, and you can get the old UI as well. I will tell you the complete details here. You can see here. If we are opening any solution, it will store the same information, but only thing is that here the display name here is, you can see, See, schema name, if schema name may have case sensitive, but logical name without case sensitive, it is storing this information in lowercase. But in schema name, uh, both are same, but it is also having uppercase and lowercase in this particular name. But if we talking about the same information, likewise either, but some of the, you are that API, if whenever you are working with, so schema name here, this is schema name and this is logical name. So it will comes into the picture whenever we are working with CRM API. I will inform you, like whenever we are writing or we are converting our code in JavaScript and we are using some XRM, that API. So what is the difference here? O is capital here in this schema name, but in logical name, always Microsoft convert into the lowercase. That is the difference if we are talking about the exact storing level information. JavaScript level, there is no impact, but in the API level, sometimes there are some that case sensitive information also. It may create impact. Yeah, yeah, we'll cover Power Automate as well. Not to worry. Okay, let's complete today class. Maybe we can cover all those information, but make sure I am not getting your query, your questions in any of the session. So I hope I will get all those details from today onwards, because today we started very basic development task from today. Have you completed one assignment, whatever I have given yesterday? Next session, we will cover based on this module 3 session, but tomorrow I will try to cover question answer session kind of things. Tomorrow, maybe same times, or maybe we may have some little late. I will update in the session level, but mostly whatever we have covered so till now, mostly we will cover, but I will start some of the component from here itself in this particular screen. Week 3, day 4 to day 6, you have that information. What it mean here? I tried patch, did not get error. You can share that information in the comment section. I have to leave now, and we will cover tomorrow all those your query. Thank you everyone.